Sergeant Roxanne, Roxanne, Pohl, Pohl, Pinellas Park Police Department.
Everyone good?
Yep.
Tell us what happened out here today.
All right, so we received a phone call or report of a turned over Sunstar vehicle. Basically, Sunstar was transporting a critically ill patient. The vehicle was traveling southbound here on 49th Street, entering the intersection of 118th Avenue, attempting to clear the intersection. Another vehicle, BMW, was traveling eastbound on 118th, approaching 49th Street. That vehicle had a green light. Unknown right now what happened as far as when they got to the intersection, but obviously both vehicles collided. The Sunstar vehicle turned over on its side. We had some critically ill individuals in there. Like I said, the one patient that was transported, the reason they were riding lights and sirens is they had a critical patient inside the vehicle at the time.
So do you know how did the BMW, where did it hit the ambulance?
That's still under investigation. As you can see, this is literally just happened. We had actually some officers on their way northbound when they observed the vehicle on its side, and we had pretty quick of a response for that reason. It's rush hour traffic. We have active THI investigation, traffic homicide investigation taking place right now.
What about any injuries here?
There were 5 people inside of the Sunstar vehicle. One, again, was the critically ill patient that was being transported. There were 3 Sunstar paramedics and 1 St. Pete paramedic, fire paramedic.
And so the driver of the BMW?
There were 2 occupants in the BMW. Both of those people have refused medical attention and are fine.
How rare is it for an ambulance to be in a car accident?
I wouldn't be able to provide you statistics on that, but part of doing your job, trying to assist people that are having medical emergencies involves some sort of danger only because you have to run lights and sirens. And we attempt, right, when we're going to emergency calls to clear intersections. We're trained to do that. And so I'm not sure what the statistics would be, but this is something they deal with every day.
What would you advise the residents regarding this intersection and closures and to avoid?
Yeah, so this intersection, 118th and 49th Street, as you can see, is running construction. They're running construction all the way east to the interstate. Whether you're in a construction zone or not, we want people to be careful. We want them to be looking around, be cognizant of your surroundings. Emergency vehicles, whether it's a police vehicle, an emergency vehicle, paramedic vehicle, can be in your area, traveling next to you in a split second at high rates of speed, trying to get to help someone or trying to transport someone. So obviously we encourage people to try to pay attention as they're driving.
In terms of this actual intersection right now, we're talking hours for closure for people in the area?
Probably. Like I said, it's an active THI investigation. The initial patient was critical, and so there's a little bit more involved when we're talking about individuals that have severe injuries and or death.
Is it just 49th South that's closed right now?
Right now we have the turn lanes from 118th to travel south on 49th Street are closed as well. Obviously that would affect the actual location of the accident itself. Any southbound traffic traveling on 49th Street at 118 will be diverted. We encourage anyone who is able to utilize a different route.
What do paramedics, first responders, what do they do when they come to an intersection like this? What are, you said that you're trained to do lights and sirens, but what do they do to make sure that they can get through an intersection like this safely when they're responding to something?
Well, I can speak for the police department, obviously. We are trained to stop and to clear an intersection. Again, don't know what happened here. That's still under investigation, but obviously difficult when you're dealing with multiple lanes of traffic. Sometimes drivers don't see or not paying attention when they're driving, and so all of those things add to statistically a higher chance of accidents, of course.
And did you say were we aware of anyone's condition that were transported?
Yes. So again, in the Sunstar vehicle, there were 5 occupants. The critically ill patient, that patient remains in critical condition. There were 3 paramedic employees, Sunstar paramedic employees. They are in stable condition. And then 1 St. Pete firefighter paramedic, and he is also in stable condition.
And what about the BMW driver?
They refused.
Oh, they... All right.